It was on the drive, and
Exactly.
I got here and never thought of it again.
Shout out to all the wonderful people, the Raw Hypers, man. Let's see if we remember how to do this.
It's your boy Black Freckles, a.k.a. Hype, man. You see the hype chain,
You
man.
see the hype chain.
You see the
Take
hype
a
chain.
second. You seen it.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
your boy Rebel, and this was indeed
The Raw Hype, baby.
Raw Hype, man. Back for another week of that thing. Yeah.
Damn, boy, that boy excited, man.
And listen, I was telling about it when I pull up, man. I said, man, I've been like down lately, right? And I was like, the last time I was up was when you was here. And he was like, yeah. But I was like, well, you know, it's a tribute to my nigga, but it's also a tribute to the timing. You know what I'm saying? It's been hot as fuck in Florida. And if you outside in the hot sun, it's going to drain your energy and drain your joy. And I'm saying, and ironically, last time you was here was right before it got really hot.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
So I'm going to give you credit, even though, you know.
It's been a minute, man. But, you know, you came to my hood. They got to count for
Woo!
something. You know what I'm saying?
Went down and started
They
misbehaving.
didn't want to get on the jet ski or nothing, man. I almost brought it down here.
I know, right? You,
Like, no
you should have
bullshit.
brought that motherfucker.
Nah,
We get down there. He's like,
I was
yo,
just like-
I'm going to tell you straight.
It's
I
a
don't know how to
process.
work this.
Nah, I just told you, it's a process. It's a process, man. I done got stranded out there before. I done fucked up some shit. I had to get help from strangers, all of it.
What
Like, the first
also-
time I went out there, I'm asking strangers questions. They like, do you know the rules? That's what somebody asked.
That's
They
what
said, do
you
you
got
know the
me.
rules? I said, no. They said,
That's
well,
what you
when
got
they say like idle, you can't drive through there. You got to go slow as fuck. They was like, you got like one of these ropes? I was like, what you talking about? Like, what I need that rope for? She said, well, shit, if you ain't on the jet ski and you ain't got no rope or it ain't tied to nothing, that motherfucker just gonna go off. I was like, damn, for real? So I ain't had that. So the first day I was out there, I ain't even had like the rope type of shit. I was just out there. And
Yeah, when you tell me about some of the
man, it's a
rules and shit, I was
process,
like, man,
bro.
I want to go out there and just wild out. I want to have
I
no
mean,
rules.
honestly, put it like this. I done had times where getting the jet ski in the water and taking off took 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But I've had times where it took 45 minutes. You feel what I'm saying? But each time I go, I get better. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know, man, I ain't no water nigga. But I look at it like, man, I want to ride a jet ski. And of course, you know me, I'm stupid. So I buy the jet ski before I ever drive a jet ski. So like the last time I went was the first time that I like drove it as fast as it can go and shit. But it's a very fun thing. I thought about bringing it out here, but the same reason that you're talking about is the reason that I didn't. I was like, man, I don't know about driving no long ass way with a trailer and a jet ski. Like I ain't never drove pulling nothing. And I was like, and then on top of that, I ain't never put in the salt water. When you put in the salt water, you got to do different shit. And it's like, I was
think of
like,
that.
you know.
Yeah,
And
there's a
then
lot
of
of
course I
rules.
factor in, it's like, it would be what you and my daughter, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, these are people that come here, you know? So it just seemed like like I was just doing the most if I would have brought it. But I'm gonna bring it up here one
Set
day.
by the nigga who on the Raw Hype with a sparkling, darkling chain on. I just
I
feel
get
like I'm
this.
doing a little too much.
I
you know?
get this is doing the most.
Ironically.
Niggas just made on what's doing the most. Bringing a jet ski or having an iced out chain. They're both pretty high up.
You ever seen me on the jet ski with my iced
the
out
chain.
chain, nigga? Real quick, I know y'all see this donned out and decked out in the new summer Raw Hype. Go ahead and therawhype.com and click you some of the Rastafarian summer line.
Man, I seen you in a black joint online, bro. I started following you. Like I wasn't following you before. I seen you in that bitch. I said, man, follow, man. I had to go on and follow you. That bitch was so hard, man.
With me, baby.
But yeah, man, that's
What's up, man? Other than me
man,
coming down,
bro.
chilling with you and shit, bringing the family, vibing.
I've been doing a lot, but it's all been mainly like mental. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really been
the
going
heaviest.
nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the heaviest, though.
yeah,
man.
I try to get a job. Them niggas didn't want to hire me and shit. Let me tell you, all right, I do a little interview and shit, right? And then they be like, I'm going to pass you on to the next interview. You did a great job. I said, okay, cool. You feel what I'm saying? So she said, I'm going to send you a link as soon as we get off the phone. And on that link, you just click the link and then you schedule your next interview, which I thought was simple and easy because that's how I scheduled the first interview. So I said, all right, cool. So I get off the phone like an hour past. Little baby ain't sent me a damn thing. So I email, I say, hey,
Little baby.
what's going on? She said, oh, you should be receiving an email any minute. I said, all right, cool. So then a minute later, I get the email. I click on the link, and it say, there are no available interviewers at this time. Please check back later. The hiring manager has been notified. I said, oh, that's odd. Okay. So the next day, I check bite. Still nothing.
Hey, little baby.
So then today, because this was Thursday, then Friday, then Monday came. I even checked on the weekend. And on Monday came, I shot little baby a email. I was like, hey,
Little baby.
ain't nothing going on. Ain't no, you know. And I had shot her email Friday, too.
Little baby.
Lil Baby ain't never ride me bike, cuz. And I'm like, yo, I ain't even want no job.
I feel like I'm bothering you.
For real.
So I'm going to just ride out.
That's how I feel. I was like, yo, y'all will never hear from me again. And I hate that I'm feel this way because now I'm checked out. What if she hit me up tomorrow and be like, all right, you good to do the interview? And I'm checked out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had a job shit in about 15 months, 14 months. You feel what I'm saying?
Give it to her, man. Come on.
Yeah,
give it to her, man.
So my whole thing is, like, fuck with me, man. Because I'm like, man, this shit work from home. I ain't got to sell nothing. I was like, man, I could do this. I could use the extra bread because I feel like we finna be on like a depression. And I want to be one of the people in the depression that's coming up. Like how people came up during the pandemic. Y'all don't know. People came up. And I'm not talking about PPP loan. I'm talking about
PPP people.
Hell, that's when I came up. If you want to keep it a buck.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it all the way buck, but I'm not talking about how I came up. I'm talking about how like motherfuckers became millionaires, bro. Like stocks was skyrocketing after the pandemic because they went down. Then they started skyrocketing. And then people was at home making their own businesses. People got laid off. Like my handy woman, she was like, I got fired. Like I got laid off. She was like, and then I started doing my own handy woman shit. And then they called me back, and she was like, "I'm already making money now.
I'm good."
You know
because
what I'm
that's
saying?
What
like it was a lot of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have learned the stock market and shit if it wasn't for the pandemic and shit. Like
you
all
said, there's
shit.
a lot of people. Shit, there's a lot of people who like make TikToks now and get paid and shit from TikTok.
Like
yo,
shit changed.
I used to work, and now I just sit home and make TikToks all day and get paid.
Yeah, and we going to a depression. It's gonna be the same way. It's already people have already started losing their houses. Google that shit. People losing their houses at an alarming rate. Nigga, me and you need to hold on, goddamn, because it's too hard to get another house.
Fuck yeah.
And like they talking about inflation out of control. Amazon was supposed to open up a new like 2,500 square feet warehouse. They canceled that shit. Apparently Amazon orders is down. I couldn't believe that when I heard it. I remember I bought a couple of them shares of them stocks when you told me you thought it was gonna blow up. Wait, that motherfucker ain't went back to what I bought it at yet. It ain't plummet, but I bought it like 125 and it's like at 120. You feel what I'm saying? But I had even told you, I was like, they stock been steady for forever. But yeah, shit getting crazy, but they really not telling us. Like you just see that food costs more and you see the gas and this and that.
Niggas is
but
blowing up food.
Shit finna get crazy.
Food warehouses and stuff is blowing up
They
and
saying
all
that
that
shit a
type of
conspiracy.
shit.
They doing that shit on purpose.
I believe it.
And then that's not getting reported and shit.
Yo, real quick.
The world weird.
Real quick on that, right? I remember I told y'all on this cast one time that we went to see some white lady comedian here. I literally forgot.
Chelsea Handler.
There we go. And she had a white lady open up for her. A lot of whiteness. And the white lady, I told you it wasn't funny, but she did say that one thing that made me think. And she was like, whoever the fuck was in charge, she had the information. She was an informed white person.
Right.
And she said, whoever the fuck made the rules, they planted a bunch of male trees because the female trees was dropping like the seeds and shit and all that.
I've heard about this. So they can't grow fruits and you have to buy it from them.
Dog!
Bruh.
Dog!
I was like, yo, I don't just be seeing fruit on trees,
You don't
bro.
never see, and again, me coming from St. Thomas, big up yourself. It was common for you to be walking down the street, somebody's house, mango tree or something is leaning over and you can just grab you one on the way to school or home.
Like, we getting old and we just now learning this shit, bro.
Dog.
I'm talking like...
No, we're just not getting more like proof of shit. I always know they be on some fuck shit and they doing this weaselly shit, but I just never knew how they were doing it. Of course.
And I'm sure you knew that better than me because that's your alley. You know what I'm saying? Like, something's fishy. I ain't sure what's going on, but something fishy going on, right? Yes. For me, I wasn't even where you was at. I was just on something fishy going on as a whole. You know what I'm saying? But when we started to try to eat healthier and do this and do that, and you start doing research and you start finding out shit, it's like, yo, y'all motherfuckers trying to kill
That's what
us.
y'all want. Y'all want niggas to die.
Like, no bullshit.
I always knew, and again, growing up, St. Thomas, a lot of Rastafarians and shit, you don't do a lot of dairy, or there's always like an alternative to dairy because they don't do the dairy. And then I found out the other day, like, everybody's lactose intolerant. They say after you get out of infancy, like a little baby who needs to suck on milk, you become lactose intolerant. So that's why when everybody eat a bunch of cheese and milk and shit, they all be farting and having stomach issues. It's just some people's shit is more aggressive and more, naturally. But everyone
I've never heard this. Interesting.
And then now they want you to drink all these almond milks and shit, right? And this is what I don't like about this shit, man.
Oh,
it makes
my
me
God. I seen a video on this.
Annoying,
Motherfucker was literally going through everything. He was like, you got to eat organic. He was like, well, there's no such thing as organic. And he was like, you need to plant your stuff at home. It's like, well, if you plant it at home, the seeds that they see. And I was like, that really is.
But no, they were talking about how, like, almond milk and shit. So you have one set of almond people who's like, oh, we got almond milk. This shit is beautiful. And then you read it and it's like all kind of gums and selexiosos and all kind of shit you can't even pronounce. But then there's like a company called Simply Almond, which literally what's in there, fucking water and simple almonds. And then it's like, so why the fuck y'all need a fucking trailer load of unspeakables in here? But then you move aside from that, they go, well, you shouldn't drink a lot of almond milk because you can get cyanide poisoning. And then I go, yo, what the fuck?
See, for me, when I stopped fucking with milk as a whole, I stopped fucking with milk. So like, I'll drink almond milk if I was gonna eat cereal, but you know I don't eat breakfast no more. You know what I'm saying? But I would in that case, but it wouldn't be that big of a deal because I'd never really use it. But maybe if I was like baking or something, I would probably use some almond milk. But for the most part, I just stay away from milk as a whole, man. It's and it's crazy because like when we was growing up, it was like commercials and shit about milk does a body good. And they're like, man, you drink that shit, you'll die.
You die. And shit,
like,
part of the problems you have now is because you're drinking milk and eating cheese. And it's like, so, which goes back to the point of what we saying. Them niggas been trying to kill you, dog.
They have.
They telling you these shits is good. Apparently, do you know, TikTok is the great life equalizer. And the pandemic making a bunch of people stay home and try to find their avenue on TikTok. Because me and you had this argument before.
Can I stop you real quick?
Go ahead.
I would like to manifest that I swear to you, before I go back home from here, I will start my sports TikTok channel. I promise you, I am going to start posting on this.
I believe you, because you got some time.
Yeah, you can book it. You can book it. All right,
you got the spot.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
What was we talking about?
You was talking about TikTok is the great equalizer.
Great equalizer.
Ooh, this nigga good at this shit.
Boy, give it to him again. Because, again, we had this argument before, how TikTok was musically before, so it was a lot of dance-based, music-based, bassy-based.
Right.
Then I feel like the change came when everybody was home.
And then somebody bought it.
Yeah,
they
changed
changed
it into
name.
TikTok,
Yeah.
exactly. So all the people being home and all the people there, they're trying to find their voice online. Because I'll talk to y'all. With every changing app and every new wave of shit and all this shit, it's what's new about this and what do you have to do differently on here.
Right.
So with TikTok, it was literally you can do anything.
Yeah, TikTok is genius.
It's genius.
No bullshit.
So here's why I say it's a great equalizer. TikTok is one of the only places that you can absolutely find Dr. Sebi, people teaching you what and how to eat, right next to how to deal with the police when you're getting pulled over.
Right that shit is all over my For You page because that's what I like.
I'm talking about shit I've seen. Right next to a lady having one of the biggest chickens, or like one chicken is like a gangster chicken and he go around and beat that. Like,
or people have dope ass game rooms and just all kind of shit that you would never see,
or
man.
motherfucker playing Paper Mario on live or Mario
bullshit.
2.
Nigga be holding their phone in front of the TV, bruh. And I'm like, do you know what it takes to have a gaming channel? You got to have a capture card. You got to know how to edit video. These motherfuckers literally got their phone on a regular TV.
5,000 people in there watching. 10,000 people in there watching. So
it's a very weird app.
So when you get all that shit in there and all that mixed up and twixt up in there, right?
Twix up. See, speaking of things, I wish I could eat a Twix, man. I used to think they were so delicious.
You know what delicious Twix was? Ice cream
dairy. Yes, or the Snickers ice cream bar.
That's what it was. It wasn't the Twix. It was the Snickers ice cream.
So fucking good and illegal, nigga. You should never eat that shit, boy. But I swear, boy, I wouldn't mind.
Hey, I never been a real sugar lover, right? Even though part of my fat comes from sugar, but it's because everything got fucking sugar in it. Bro. You eat carrots, that motherfucker got too much sugar in it. One banana is how much sugar your body should have a day.
Are you serious?
One banana.
I eat 2 bananas when I wake up in the morning.
And that's one. Now, you still got food to eat, which is sugar.
A banana got 180 calories in it.
Shit, all that 180 is sugar.
I'm like, damn, for real?
But the point is, everything got fucking sugar in it. And so when I be seeing certain shit that people eat now, I be so disgusted.
Me too.
A motherfucker, I have a brownie and then double chocolate the brownie. And then put a scoop of ice cream on the brownie. And
you
then
know,
put fucking caramel sauce on top of the fucking ice cream on top of the brownie.
That's the kind of shit that's right up my alley. You know what I'm saying?
You fuck with shit like that?
Yes, and it's because I'm not big on sweets, as you know.
Oh yeah, so when you rock out, you do it with your cock out.
Oh yeah, like I like cookies. You know, I didn't discover that I liked cookies as much as I do until I tried to stop eating sugar.
You done? This nigga house is a Keebler L fucking cookie tree mansion.
I just happened to get those cookies.
There
man.
we go.
It ain't no cookies in there right now.
I show up to this nigga house, there cookie on the couch, cookies in the fridge, cookies in the freezer, cookies by the sink. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This nigga like, nah, man, I bought these cookies. This was a sweet red velvet sweet potato pie cookie. I was like, this nigga got
I was supposed to be sharing them and shit, nigga. I murked all them hoes, bro. Nigga got a dozen of them hoes. And they big ass cookies.
I'm talking about,
probably 300-400 calories. I'm in there acting bad. Like when I ate the motherfuckers, right? It was after I had did a 4-day fast and shit. The whole time I'm fasting, I'm sitting there thinking like, man, I wish I could eat some cookies. Nigga came out the fast and ate a dozen cookies. Nigga, why did you fast?
But not
you
even
are stupid.
a dozen. Those are like more
like
than one
cakes,
cookie.
Bro.
Exactly.
Like no bullshit, bro.
You get credit for baker's dozen
and
at least.
I swear, and how they did me is nigga advertised it to me on the internet. No bullshit. I see them up. I said, damn, them cookies look good as a bitch. I went and looked at them. And I was like, man, I'm finna get these cookies. And then I go to check out. That motherfucker $75. I said, man, fuck this shit. Even though I want these cookies bad. Them niggas keep emailing me every day and shit. Hey, you forgot to check out your cookies. Them niggas said, one of the emails said, congratulations on your order. I said, what the fuck? Then I opened it up and it said, wishful thank you.
That's genius.
Like no bullshit. It said,
That's
you never
genius.
checked out, right? So
That's
I said, fuck
genius.
you, man. I ain't paying. I literally did the math and everything. I said, man, that's $6.25 a cookie. Like, hell no. Then after they sent me like 10 emails, the 11th email said, we'll give you $20 off of your cookie order. I was like, I'm in. I ordered them
Niggas
cookies.
like, fuck with me, man. Come on. Man, I'll give you a discount. Put this in your mouth. Come on.
Them motherfucker came before my fast was over. I was just like, oh, I'm ready. And then I didn't eat them because I wasn't going to eat them fresh off my fast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I did eat one other different kind of cookie I had. I ate one. And then after about 2 days, then I had some cinnamon rolls in my closet. During the whole fast, nigga had a box of cookies and some cinnamon rolls. Like, it's the type of shit, like, motherfucker in my house don't know it was there till this day. I'm like, nah.
Nigga go to the closet.
No bullshit. Well, shit, my shorty was like, because I came back from Sprouts, and she know every time I go to Sprouts, I always get these cookies. And she said, because I'm fasting. She was like, you get some cookies? I didn't say nothing. And then I was walking to my room. She said, excuse me. I literally said, hey, leave me the fuck alone. I said, hey, leave me the fuck alone. I don't have any cookies. Knowing damn well that I had them. But I'm fasting. You're not finna eat my cookies and shit while I'm fasting. We fasted off cookies. Goddamn, if the ones I bought, I had to drive an hour to get these. So it's like, no, I don't have any. But yeah, I ate the motherfucker without anybody ever knowing.
That nigga, the Keebler Elf.
My nigga, bro. But like for now, right? I don't have no cookies at my house. You feel what I'm saying?
You won't.
And it's because I was acting bad the other day. You know what I'm saying? And boom, boom, boom. And it's like, all right, I'm trying to work out and keep the weight off and blah, 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 blah. And I always tell people, when it comes to your habits, don't challenge them and don't fight them. Avoid them. You have to change your habits to avoid something that you're going to fail at. Like for me, for example, I know I'm not finna eat no cookies right now, right? But if you said, nigga, I do got some bomb-ass cookies, and you pulled them out and put them on the table, I'm eating them. You smell what I'm saying? You smell what I'm saying? So my whole point is, I'm not finna buy them. I'm not finna put them in the house. I'm not finna go to a restaurant. I'm not finna pull up on this place. I'm not finna pull up on that place. And like, cause even if I do something like,
But if the cookie come to me.
Oh, straight up.
I've been talking to my client. If you listen to
you got to change your habits.
If you listen to Dr. Rebel Love, you know I got patience now. So my last patient that I was talking to, I was almost telling him the opposite of what you said. I was telling him, if you got an issue that's not like, dire or health related that you have a problem overcoming, removing it from your life doesn't help you learn how to live with it.
Okay.
And
I feel what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, I don't disagree.
Because I don't remember the example I gave him, but it was along the lines of like, you don't
Let
know
me stop you
how.
real quick. How you're right is I don't eat no cookies. But then when I eat it, I eat 12 of them. You feel what I'm saying? I haven't learned how to deal with them. But my thing is, I'm doing the best that I can, and it's because I know where I'm weak. You feel what I'm saying? But go.
What works for you? It's almost like
I also know
Pookie.
I'm very different.
It's almost like Pookie. That nigga swear he kicked the habit till they put his ass back in the fucking drug shot. Then he was like, man, that motherfucker just keep calling
It's literally exactly that.
So that's why I'm expressing to him, the fight is mental. So you have to go to fight mentally as opposed to avoiding. It's like the bully, like, nigga, meet me here, 3 o'clock, I'm gonna whip your ass. And then like you hiding in the gym, you hiding with the counselor. It's like, no, you either need to go and tell the bully, hey, I'm not gonna fight you.
Right.
Or figure out a way to whip the bully's ass. But avoiding him just is like, you never know how you're gonna be when you've come back face to face with that bully.
I completely agree with what you're saying.
Give it.
I'm just looking at it from a more of a standpoint of something that you have complete control over. You know what I'm saying? I have complete control on if I have cookies in my house. I have complete control on if I eat cookies. You feel what I'm saying? If a nigga gonna whoop my ass, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But
it is what it is.
Yeah, but like
the mentality.
I do get what you're saying.
Yeah,
though.
don't avoid certain problems again unless it's like.
Some of them you can't avoid.
That's what I'm saying. Unless it's like dire or if it's hell, it's like avoid that nigga if he's whipping your ass. Like don't stand up to him today.
I get what you're saying.
But it's like
me and you was talking about this. I was watching The Bear on Hulu.
Shout it out.
Right?
I enjoyed it.
And you already finished?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, cool. So dude is a chef, okay? And in the restaurant or whatever, there's a girl that he recently put in charge. And then there's a Spanish chick that looked like she's Spanish. I don't know. Spanish chick that been working there forever. You feel me? And when the new girl that's in charge was talking to the Spanish chick basically looked at her and said, hey, get your motherfucking ass the fuck out of my face. Bitch, I've been working here for a long time. Right? And then as she walked by, she just bumped her and was like, excuse me. You feel what I'm saying?
That nigga hit pause.
And I literally rewatched the shit so I could post on the internet about this. I said, see, when I see people act like this, whether it's in real life, and you see something like this in real life all the time, whether it's in real life or it's in like a TV show, it makes me cringe. And it's because I know that I would never let anyone in the whole world talk to me that way.
Planet Earth.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I have a lot of things in my life, bro, that I do the same thing so I don't have to make a decision. It's essentially like what I was just talking about with the whole cookie thing and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't have to make a decision. Allowing no one in the world to talk to me like that is a decision that I don't have to make. I made that decision many, many years ago. And I told you, I was like, if I'm in charge, you're not going to talk to me like this. No way in the whole world ever, right? You wouldn't talk to me like this if you were in charge. So if I'm in charge, that's why it meant so much to me at that time. Because if she wasn't in charge, I could see someone taking that L. Hey, it could be a certain situation where I take that L on some like, hey, I work here, this motherfucker in charge, but right now I need this money. You feel what I'm saying?
Thank you. So even when I responded to you, me and you follow each other, of course. Well, granted, you just started.
Because of that skirt.
And I don't always reply to shit or even say shit because, hey, man, I know your life for the most part. It goes without saying. But certain things I always just gotta pull off.
Yeah, straight up.
And that was one of them. It's like, man, when you said no one would ever talk to me, I reply, never ever.
Nobody, bro, in the whole world.
Not a soul.
No, it could be some type of circumstance, possibly.
There we go.
If you were the person in charge. But if I am the person in charge, there will never be a scenario where somebody could talk to me like that.
With that being said, I always give this caveat, which is a retired manipulator's caveat. That would only happen if I know I'm gaining something out of the situation.
For sure. You know? Yes, that throws everything out the window.
Yes, it does.
No doubt.
And I just want you to understand that. Retired manipulator, that would only happen if I can use that in my favor.
Yeah, like if I was like Charleston White, if I knew I was suing the company and shit, I would be like, hell yeah, I'd be happy when somebody talk to me like that. Yes. But yes, bro, it would have to be something where I get a W at the end.
That's perfect. That's such a perfect analogy.
It's literally like that.
No,
I remember my first day in the military, and I think I told this story before on here. Me and this nigga cool. We talked yesterday. Me and this nigga cool. My first day in the military, I get to the ship. Dude tell me to sweep or whatever, and I'm just like, all right. And then he just wanted to, show his rank over me, and he started talking down to me. You feel what I'm saying? He was like, hey, you need to go get a broom right now and start fucking sweeping. And I said, look, bro. I'm not the one. I will beat your motherfucking ass off in this bitch. Like, no bullshit.
That decision you said earlier, how you made that decision not to never let nobody talk to you like that a long time ago, that's the same decision I made when I realized, like, it don't matter who the person is. Like I said, if there's no gain, you talk to me like that, I am willing to deal with whatever comes from what I'm going to do to you through that.
And even though the story I just told is technically on that, I am not talking about I'm on some gangster shit.
It's not.
I'm on some tough guy shit.
It's not.
It's just simple. I even be telling my daughter the same thing. I said, you ain't got to, let's say one of your homegirls.
Nigga can't even get it out.
I say. Nigga like, that big rooster nigga.
Foghorn.
Yeah.
I say, that nigga try to swing on me. And,
I fucked his ass up, I tell you. No, but I'm like, let's say one of your friends or something refer to you as bitch, right? And I said, and let's say you're not cool with it. You might be, but let's say you're not, all right?
I'm never not. Right? I mean, I'm never am.
And she referred, but I'm saying just like casual, like, bitch, you crazy. Like, let's say it was like that.
Like
you feel me? Exactly. I wouldn't. But let's say that bothered you, all right? I say, how you handle that is you tell that person, hey, don't call me bitch. I say, don't tell them, oh, don't call me bitch. Like, even I said, even if they say, so what are you gonna do about it? Oh, nothing. I would just like for you to not call me that. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's in a way where if you can't respect that, you damn near inhumane. Like, dead ass. Because I didn't have jobs where somebody in charge talked to me. Like, when I was young as fuck when I told this nigga I beat his motherfucking ass. But now at a job, I would just be like, hey, don't speak to me that way. That's literally what I would say now. I've done it. I'm not saying motherfucker. Don't speak to me that way. I'm not everybody else.
With me,
here.
man, it's a game time decision, right? Because I was working, unlike some people here.
I know that nigga has a jab. I was watching Gerard Carmichael.
Your boy.
That nigga was on Ebro and them, and as they was talking, Ebro was talking. He was like, "Well, I'm married to a woman," and it was like he naturally just throws that out because he's in a room with a gay person, and it's like nigga think like he got to defend it like just because I'm here with this nigga don't mean I'm gay.
It's like, so when I say married, it's not the same as what he talking about.
That nigga said, "I work.
I have the ability to
I
marry
actually have a
physical.
job."
No, right? But what upset me about the whole situation, which I say is a game time decision, is I was sleeping and then the work phone rings. So I had to get up to answer the work phone.
Right.
And then this person is talking to me, telling me things, right? And then one thing he said that like triggered me was he was like, yeah, my guys said they didn't see you. And, you know, I trust my guys.
So what are you asking me then? You already made up your mind. So what are you even asking me?
Which then...
That nigga guilty till proven.
Well, hey, the niggas that be around here, I trust them. And they say they ain't seen
told
you.
me you ain't shit.
I say, well, how about this? And I explained to him why I was there and why I could only know what I'm telling him because I was there.
Right.
And then he gonna go, oh, well, yeah, you clearly did it. I guess why nobody even see you? And that made me mad because it's like, this is people. Once you push back, they go from that big barking dog to this little and that shit pisses me off because
Every
it's like
time
you presenting like you this
you
tough.
should be apologizing to me.
Come on, man.
Like no bullshit.
And it's like, one, I got up to answer and I didn't want to.
Right.
Two, the way you talking on this conversation, it's like, man, don't let this be the first thing I hear when I wake up, man. And then for you to be wrong and then try to be like, well, I wonder why they didn't, like, don't change that high pitch. Oh, let me back up.
People do not wear wrong,
it,
bro.
and
they don't.
That is why people are continuously to be wrong. Because if you never have to wear wrong, you never have to avoid wrong.
Right.
Because wrong don't exist to you.
I agree. I literally don't even think, me personally, I don't think I wear wrong as much as I probably should, to be completely honest with you. But I definitely know that I'm rarely wrong. When it's blatant, I can definitely always wear it pretty easily because I don't have any shame in being wrong. I just think, and I told you I have been opening up my mind to thinking this lately. You still aren't on board with me. But I think that there has to be times where I'm delusional and I'm not who I think I am right now. Does that make any sense to you? Like, all right, put it like this. Let me explain it like this. I feel like, let's say I was at my old job, right? Let's say that we was all in the break room talking, right? And then a customer came, so I went out and helped the customer, right? I don't never feel like at my job, ever, that when I walk out of that room, people say, man, this nigga think he's so-and-so, and then everybody else be like, hell yeah, that nigga think he do. I don't feel like I'm like so blatantly wrong with who I actually am as a person that people would actually talk shit about me when I walk out of the room because I'm so full of shit or fake or whatever.
I don't think that's a testament to you more so than it's a testament to people.
But I also think I do a good job of portraying who I am.
Yeah, but that doesn't stop. That's what I say. It's not a testament to you.
Right.
Because a motherfucker would portray you as something you aren't to try to impress someone or make themselves look like somebody else.
Let me stop you. I mean, they do it and they're right. You feel me? You know how, like, let's say we was all in a room, me and you talking, and somebody leave, and we say, man, this nigga think he be getting hoes because so-and-so. That nigga don't be getting a hoe. And I mean it but I'm saying, oh yeah, we would never do that. No bullshit, because that's not important to us. But my whole point is, let's say we did that and we were right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying that I never leave that room and they talk shit about me and it's true. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yes,
and I feel that never happens to me.
Yes.
Right? But I understand how delusional that sounds.
Absolutely.
Like there has to be a time where I walked out of the room, everybody said, man, this nigga think he's so-and-so, and they were right. Whether it was my family, your family, whoever. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying.
But I feel like that never happens to me.
Well, you don't know. We ain't in the room.
Yeah, exactly. But don't you feel
the
same way?
I can see why a motherfucker would. I talk a lot, and sometimes I say shit that you might not know what the fuck I'm talking about. So it sounds like I think that I know everything that I'm talking about, whereas I might just be portraying some information. So I know I could leave the room, motherfucker, like, this nigga always think he knows something about the da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
And depend on what it is at that time, they might be right, because I might not know it. I might have just conveyed it to you. And since I do that a lot, you might think that I know the shit and I'm that.
Okay, so with that being said, you feel like that happens to you?
No, because
that's my point. I truly don't feel like that, bro.
But it's mostly because I don't be in a lot of those rooms.
But nonetheless, like I said, it could be your family. It could be, like I said, it could be my family. It could be your family. Like I said, you were the example. Like, okay, it could be my family. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, people at work, it could be, you're in these rooms, you know what I'm saying? You got brothers and sisters, I mean, just like that, where they all talking and shit, and then you walk out and they be like, man, Moto ass always, and then your brother like, oh, hell yeah, that nigga definitely, and they're right. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, they ain't gonna be
like,
right.
That's my point. I feel like that sounds arrogant.
What was I saying that made you go on this tangent?
I don't remember, but my point is, I said I'm starting to open up my mind and look at things from a different perspective. And like, even if I wholeheartedly believe something, I'm starting to acknowledge the fact that I could be wrong, and I'm just unaware and delusional.
What I wanted to say about you saying how you wear your wrong, you would wear a wrong that you have to wear. You won't have a problem wearing that.
Never.
The problem comes with me is when you're wrong, it don't feel rewarding as more when you're right. Like when you right,
I know exactly what you're saying.
You have like an annoying right sometimes, right?
Of course.
And you're
I want it to be annoying.
Exactly. It's one of those, look, but not your wrongs is not rewarding.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like, perfect. We here now. I'm
almost like a sore loser. Almost like a sore loser.
Yes, but you don't deserve that crown because you take it.
That's why I said almost.
Exactly. So you're in that little fucking spot. I say that because I just remembered this, right? I remember this nigga text me that Rashad Wallace was going to be a coach of the league. He is not.
He is. I literally looked this up a few days ago. I see Kevin Garnett when he gave the AD speech. He said Rashid gonna be good for him
again because I think it was based on the report that everybody had. Because
if niggas in the NBA believe the report, how am I to not believe the report?
Because
I still, in my heart of hearts, so I'll definitely wear this wrong. I believe in my heart of hearts that nigga is going to be a coach on that team. Like there's
no more spots.
I don't know what to tell you, bro.
The coaching staff is finished, so that's why when that happens,
you have to show me game one because I still think I'm right here. See? No doubt about it.
See, and this is an example. Granted, you're correct. Until game one comes, you completely have time for them to hire him, fire somebody else, make a new slot, make that nigga the film guy, whatever. He can still be there, and then you'll be right.
Right.
But in that purgatory, I'm living in a world where this nigga wrong and he don't want to hold it.
But I'm not.
You're wrong in the sense of you said he was going to be on the coaching staff. The coaching staff is full and he's not on it.
Okay, but I'm right in the sense of the season has not started and there's been several reports of and niggas
right
in the NBA believe.
You're telling me there's a chance.
That's all I know.
What you're fucking
you
right.
feel what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not completely wrong on this one, but it is taking a while.
This nigga say, Shannon said, and I was like, my nigga,
it's reported time and time again. You think Kevin Garnett got it from Shannon?
Probably.
Well, Kevin Garnett is a Hall of Fame basketball player. Shannon is a Hall of Fame NFL player. You think he gonna listen to him?
He has a show, and like you said, on that show they digest damn near everything. But the report was out that he did interview and talk, and then Darvin fucked with him. They used to play together.
He was hired.
There never was that report. And okay, let me rephrase. If there was that report, it was not from a credible reporter. Shit, I sent you a credible reporter. That nigga's like, who this nigga?
The facts. But okay, my whole point is, if the source is good enough for Kevin Garnett to believe it, it's good enough for me to believe it.
Listen, no, because that
not only is he a Hall of Famer, that nigga is still in the league reporting.
It's a talking point almost.
And I get that.
And them niggas attach themselves to talking points.
And I get that.
So that's why I say.
KG made me feel it even more. He's why I looked it up again. Like, no bullshit. And it was still just mixed reports.
So I just say all that to say, whereas you're not a sore loser, I can't fight a nigga who call you one.
Respect. But you got to pin me to the wall. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not really wrong yet, man. I'm still in the fight.
But
that's why you say when I'm wrong, it's not rewarding.
Exactly.
Sometimes I might still be in the fight.
You got to fight till the end. And when you get to the end, you be like, shit.
Fuck Rasheed Wallace, nigga. Ain't nobody give a fuck about that nigga. I ain't give a fuck if he was a coach or not anyway, nigga. But I get what you're saying. It's not a hat I deserve to wear as much as the labels, and you've said that.
Exactly.
So I get it.
That's why I don't like the labels.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't like this is my problem with labels. Oh, beautiful segue. Can we do it?
R. Kelly. No, I'm joking.
No, we could save him, man. Let's get positive first. David Chappelle, right? Man. I woke up the other morning and I saw that Dave Chappelle has something out on Netflix, right? I started watching it, and like first 5, 6, 7 minutes, I had to stop because I have a kid. Mm-hmm. You know, can't do shit in that house with that little girl, man. That motherfucker is like... Anyway, right? Then you hit me up later on and you was like, genius. I was like, what? He's like, the new Dave Chappelle, genius. And I was like, see, I knew it, right? Long story short, I listened to it today, right? I finished it today. And it was exactly what you said, the word genius.
Yeah, it's genius.
It wasn't a stand-up.
No.
It was, you don't go there for jokes.
I didn't even know what he was talking about. I don't know nothing about the school.
Oh, yeah,
I knew that, but I'm saying I don't know nothing about the school. Like, I knew they was going to name the school after him, and he decided to not do that. I read that in an article. But like he making little inside jokes. He giving people names and shit, and they cheering for the teachers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who the fuck he talking about.
Because it's unveiling at the school, so you know, alumni
I get that.
and all that.
So there's some shit that me and you are not privy to. We don't know these teachers' names. He like, I had so-and-so and this teacher, and then they did this. And then people are cheering because they know. So it's like, I didn't even get that part, and I was still amazed. But go on. So
he go on to all of that, and I'm going to go to the end real quick, whereas instead of naming it Dave Chappelle, he named it the Theater of...
Like
Freedom.
Artistic freedom.
Artistic freedom. And
which is like kind of what he stands for, so it's amazing.
Not only that, right? He was saying something in that speech which resonated with me. And I love when that happens, right? He was essentially saying, we've said this before, but he's essentially was talking about how him standing up to things that they say you're not supposed to stand up for is necessary to show other motherfuckers that you're supposed to be able to do whatever you want to do. Then, what makes him genius, like you said, is he takes the naming of the theater that was going to be his name and he turned it into
what
the cause. For. Exactly. Yeah. And I thought that was dope. And what I left with from there, man, and I do this on here because we have a show. Shout out to the Raw Hype and all the Raw Hypers. I censor myself a lot on here because this is a hobby for us, for the most part, with job potential.
Right.
And when we started getting subscribers and YouTube partners and, you know, weird emails about fucking...
promoting people,
all that type of shit. I was sending that nigga. I was like, you think this real, nigga? He's like, I don't know. Fuck him. But anyway, but if you sending the Raw Hype some shit to promote and whatnot, we're gonna do some business. Like, tell us you real. Show us you mean.
You send $3 with it, we know you for real.
We know you for real, right? And I go, I'm not gonna censor myself the way I used to censor myself before. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be on here being reckless. Like, I'm still sensible enough to know what envelopes to push or what not to. But I always say
the only thing I don't do is talk about my personal life. But if I have an opinion on something, you getting it.
Come on. Give a fuck. Because like I was saying, it's a sense of like what Dave was saying, right? Mm-hmm. And I say this on here too. I want people to see as much examples as they can. Because with the more example of something you see, it breaks the barriers of what you could do. We have a female vice president.
Oh, right.
Ain't no telling what's gonna come from seeing that as a possibility. It's the same with Barack. Yeah. You can go back and listen to all the jokes of all the comedians who said there'll never be a black president, what's gonna happen and all of that. Then we see one, and the man was such an immaculate person. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what tree comes from that fruit. So it's like, by me,
there's people that think like Barack Obama's like the greatest nigga to ever live,
and some people who hate him.
Yeah, but think about like if you thought that about him and it just inspired the fuck out of you.
To be a great person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that. And I go, I talk a lot and I try to help and inspire people a lot. And a lot of people have gotten inspiration and listened to my talk. Shout out to the Raw Hype. So it's like, I'm doing the people a disservice who might need for me to deliver what I'm delivering, how I deliver it, because there's so much examples of other people delivering it the correct cookie cutter way that my radical way might be the way that can spark somebody doing what they want to do type shit. That's what I got from what Dave did.
I fucked with that. You see that I changed though over time in the Raw Hype. I started talking about like my family. I started talking about like my daughter and shit. But everything that I talk about is always past tense. Like I will talk about my past life. I just don't talk about my current life that much. But let me talk about Dave.
Go ahead.
Dave said some shit in that bitch that was just so dope. Like how he went on that tangent when he said, I'm a once in a generation talent.
I love that moment. That's one of the moments. We did this one episode where we was like patting ourselves on the motherfucking back on some like. So that's what I wanted to finish. You can continue. Let me finish the sentence. Freedom of artistic. What do you say? Expression. Right. That's what the fuck I do. I am an artist. I create. So it's like I'm not having the common man or the regular man's viewpoint on certain shit. So me trying to make it that way is a disservice. I need to use my creativity. Even like when I speak on the Raw Hype and you see me, you've even put double entendres with the words that I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? When I be like, man, the shit that I'm listening to is shit you need to be listening to. So why not just listen to me and the shit that I be listening to? Because that's the shit you should be listening to. I just did that off the cuff.
Yeah, you love to do that. I got that from you.
But
I don't do it as heavily as you, but I do it. I got it.
And whenever you do use it, it probably enhances whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, for sure.
Or even just enhance the funny. If you making fun of me and you whatever it is, the fact and the art of it and the expression of it is necessary. So putting yourself in a box and curtailing and doing to these motherfuckers who ain't got no sense of humor or who don't understand creativity.
Or who not gonna fuck with you anyway.
Dave Chappelle said a joke that people didn't laugh at and didn't catch it. It was heavy as fuck. When he was talking about the closer, and that
nigga was like, that shit a classic. And they said, I dare one of my peers to make something as good.
I think it was within that run, because he was like, damn it, I can't remember it, but man, hype was such an undertone when he said it, he's like, kind of like the closer.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but I don't remember.
Fucking perfect. I was like, man, that's art right there. What he just said.
And he even said it. He said, I'm an artist. He said, I paint these pictures and these words, and then when I think about it, and he said that, and then he started saying these things that I thought was genius. I said, that nigga did that shit in a way to make me say he genius.
Genius.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it wasn't
even. Yes, and it's like,
robust.
Even though he was a kid when it happened, this is something he said that touched me, and I liked it. Right?
Come on.
He said, the first time he ever got on stage to do stand-up, he killed it. And the reason that resonated with me so hard is because I know if I did stand-up the first time I did it, I would kill it.
You see,
you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like I'm talking like kill it.
But what I love, which speaks on his person, is he went to do that stand-up because the other teacher told him stop being so funny. Stop doing all them jokes and comedy and shit. And I think his logic was, let me go see if she's right. Let me see if I can do this or if I should stop.
That way. He was talking about, they was talking about, he was like, I don't want to be an actor. They was like, well, why are you here? He was like, oh, I want to be a comedian. And I was like, man, that's a crazy dream to have for such a young age, man. Like, my young age dream was I wanted to be a rapper.
Yup. Sadly, a lot of urban people.
Why did I pick that, bro?
Why? Because everybody else was picking it. Not only that,
I just love it.
I was just about to say,
no bullshit. I loved it so much,
my daughter right now, she just like me, my nigga. When I was her age young, all the songs I would hear them once, and I would be able to recite the majority of that song. And she does that shit now, and it's crazy to me.
Yeah, I can definitely do that.
So it's like,
I can listen to a song, and then the second time I listen to it, I could be singing the words. I've done it on the Black Freckles channel. Like literally where I just run something back and I'm like 2 bars. You know what I'm saying? And you know me, if I really like a song, I know the whole song like a kid and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I do love it, and I love it more than being funny. I love being funny not as like a job. I liked like rapping like the job way, the grind way, and the go places and battle
being
people.
Being funny, at least to me and to you, I would say, is a natural thing.
Yeah, so it's like, more of
same with music.
It like creates my happiness. It's like who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Think about it like this, right? I saw this white woman say this. I've been getting a lot of information from white people lately, man. Shout out to the ones with...
Hey, white people do be having some information.
White people be knowing.
When white people be talking about black issues, they be definitely seeing shit I didn't know. Like, no bullshit. I found out from white people that homeowners associations were invented to keep blacks, Jews,
you told me that.
And Asians out of the community.
You did tell me that.
And
I believe them.
Oh, you know I believe them. But go on.
But no, this white woman was saying, you want to make it to where when somebody says your name is followed with a smile.
I fuck with that.
In the sense of like you touched that person and brought them joy to where whenever they think of you, it just naturally makes them happy.
That's interesting you say that because I've been thinking about like what will people say if I died.
I would say that.
Yeah, I feel like people would be like that. Like I feel like when my name came up, it would be with a smile.
So thank you, and that's how I want to be remembered. In that sense, it's like man, this nigga was whatever, man. This nigga was fun. He was loud. He was entertaining. He was whatever the case may be. But I want you to be joyous. Not, man, tell that fuck nigga.
Hey, who talk more, me or you?
You mean like overall or on the show?
Overall.
Me.
Who talk more on the show?
You.
Isn't that weird?
No.
Why not?
Because like I was saying before, I know what I'm going to say a lot of the time. I want to hear what you're going to say. Then your natural...
Well, what's my reason for talking so much?
I don't know, nigga. You just don't know how to shut up.
Yeah.
Your natural comedy, though, is joyous to me. And then me knowing you and you knowing me, you stick shit in there for me.
Yeah, that's true.
But still funny enough to everybody else. Mm-hmm. Layered, robust. You win me over with that every time.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Layered
hey,
shit.
man, tomorrow would have been my pop's birthday, man.
Oh, shit.
Yes. This is for
how you flipping the script,
birthday
boy?
since he died, man. Shit crazy, man.
Man, it's crazy. I was thinking about this on the drive up here because, like, I'm driving the truck.
And then the wind hit me kind of hard, and it kind of like moved the truck a little bit. So I thought about me flying over the side. And
it
shit,
does it every
right?
time, nigga.
Right. So I don't know, maybe because I was about to holler at you, like you came to my mind and shit. And then it was just on some shit, like I said, like I was saying earlier, like how would people be like if I died and shit. And it's crazy because what I thought about is like the world without a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the world without a nigga is so small. You know what I'm saying? But then I think of like you. I think of like my shorty. I think of like my daughter. I think about like, you know, people that actually fuck with me. And you know, it's a small group of people. But it's like, man, motherfucker life would be different as a bitch, bro. Like, no bullshit. Life would be different than a bitch. It's like I'm talking like about 5 or 6 people, maybe 10, bro. Like when I really think about it, they life will be drastically different. And that's crazy to think about, bro. And it's because at some point in time, it's a guarantee. So it's like, man, is it not going to be drastically different if we 75? You
Probably
feel me?
not.
Why wouldn't it?
Because technically, if it's 75, then we should believe that we about to soon follow.
But nonetheless, if you 75 and we recording every week, or me and you talk every single day, you know what I'm saying? Like, your life would be drastically different.
In the sense of yes, but I think
not as much as like this age.
Exactly.
It's so unexpected.
And thank you.
I get
That's
that
what
part.
I was saying. If we 70 plus, we've
Yeah.
been talking and thinking about this for some time.
Like, yeah, my daughter be grown and shit like a motherfucker. My daughter be old.
No, I was talking to Adrian today because she was talking about some fucking boy. She's like, she told her mother she can't wait till she's 16 so she can marry this kid at school. And I go, here we go. And she's like, you told me, yeah, when we're 16, we'll do it. And I was like, here we go.
Right.
And
Listening
she's like,
to these
no,
motherfuckers.
actually, Daddy, I'll wait till I'm 60. And I was like,
There you
perfect.
go.
I said, I'll be
I swear.
dead by then.
I swear.
And then I go, well, damn, if I'm still alive, I might be 100 if she's 60.
And even more pissed.
Not only am I 100, but she's marrying this asshole from kindergarten.
That's how you want to spend my last days, honey? Huh?
But yeah, man, that shit is crazy, bruh. To think about.
As weird as it sounds, man, with all these advancements in life, if you live long enough, you could never die.
I know. That's really why I be trying to be alive and shit. I'm like, bro, you
Just
could
in
transfer a nigga existence to a Xbox. Like, Rebel, come over there and turn me on, but nigga, I got something to say, goddamn. Fuck everybody, unplugged me. But yeah, bro. Like no bullshit, man. Nigga could be on the internet, living forever and shit.
Forever, yo.
Like for real, cause our only issue with these bodies, if we can take
all it
these
is.
electrons
This
and all
motherfucker
that
got a
and transfer
finite-
it somewhere, I think we too old, man.
But-
I think they gonna have it in about 125 years, bro.
They might could do it, but
I think I got
they,
125 left in me, man.
I think they might could do it. Nigga think I can do it faster for 4 days and shit. I might can
I'll
make
be
it.
right at 200. Goddamn.
But no, I think it's like they probably can do it already because again, they probably can do any fucking thing. But it's like too much people here, so they're like, man, we gotta wait until it's a dire time for us
That's
to do
true.
that.
That's true, man. It's definitely about time for something to happen to the Earth, dog. On the cool.
Dog.
We've been here for a minuto, man.
And I'd like to think part of that is a little bit of arrogance, like it would happen in our lifetime.
Oh no,
You know
it
what
ain't
I'm saying?
happening in our lifetime.
Come on, here's why I say that though, man. Think about all the shit that has happened that we didn't get to experience, essentially.
What you mean? Good or bad?
All of it. I was talking to my lady the other day, and she was talking about how this world is so terrible right now. This shit's the worst it's ever been. And I go,
love to say stuff like that.
and I was like,
Florida is the worst place in the whole
I was
fucking
gonna say,
world.
you do know there was a time that me and you couldn't even be together, right? She goes, yeah. I was like, yeah, we would have walked outside and a nigga would die. She's like, yeah. I was like, you do realize you can go to the store and not get raped and she's like, well, I mean, I was like, well, commonly.
Right.
There's like,
you might,
exactly,
but
like,
we are
nigga,
praying for you.
I was like, you've been alive and there's never been a war on American soil and there never will be again.
true.
It's like there's
Oh,
other people who have
I got a good
suffered,
question.
yo.
I got a good
Vikings
question
and
for you.
shit. Niggas getting eaten by alligators
Bruh,
and fucking sea monsters.
I'm not saying nothing, bro. I just want to hear your answer on this.
Go.
Do you think that humans as a whole are close to peaking?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
Only because I feel like that's why we have the introduction of technology. Technology is what takes humans to another level. Without technology, they won't be able to access that level. So, and we've lived in so much technology that we can't live without the technology. So we can only. That's why that nigga Elon Musk and shit is making them robots with like human brains and shit. He's making it to where you can put a chip in your brain to where we like symbiotic with a robot.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
So it's like that's the next level. So human clearly peaked if you're like,
But
nah, this model.
nah, we haven't peaked if we can make shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? If that can become the norm, we
Yes,
haven't even almost
but-
peaked.
but-
like, if you know what I'm saying?
They probably couldn't make this back on those old fucking 16-bit things. So through the
But I'm
progression,
saying, like, let's say it's 500 years from now. Is that gonna be a normal thing? Because if that's like what you talking about, you can take your existence and put it in something.
Elon trying to do it now.
But, okay, so
I get
500
50
years.
I get
So you
50.
say, so then we ain't even close to
I ain't even
peaking.
talking about 50.
We ain't even
What do you
close to
mean?
peaking.
At that point, it's not humans though. It's
But it's human because you created it.
Yes and no.
Like you was just
LeBron's
saying,
mother
my
don't
nigga.
get the credit
like you
for
was,
LeBron windmill dunking.
we've
because
had
she
talks like this
created them.
before. She didn't create them.
All right, continue. Say what you said.
All
Let's
right,
not do this
all
stuff.
right, but like think about it like this, right? Like you got people in the world that can run like a 4.240, right? In 500 years, will niggas be running a 3.440? You feel what I'm
With
saying?
bionic legs, yeah.
Okay, so you're saying without it won't be without technology.
Exactly. So therefore,
Okay,
you
I get
clearly
that.
have peaked if all
Right.
your advancement
But
come
nah.
in conjunction with.
We haven't even began to peak if that's gonna be for real,
How so?
because we created it.
Yes, but here's my point. We created calculators and shit now, right? Nah, fuck that. We created like
We
Google
always
and
have
shit.
stupid arguments. Like
But I love
They're
it,
like
man.
small
Come over here.
semantics,
Come
and
over
I
here.
always 100% of the time feel like you are wrong in these type of debates.
Exactly. That's
Go.
why when I'm right, it doesn't even feel good.
Go though.
See?
Like if we can find a way to live forever, we haven't even almost peaked.
No, that's what I meant. So we have like Google
I
right
think
now.
we've peaked. Period.
Here's my point. We
Go.
have Google right now that has more information than the human brain can hold. So now the human.
That's why we've peaked to me. Now
So
I
how
ain't
the fuck
talking
you
about
say yes or no?
but because I don't never feel like you're gonna be able to just take your existence and put in something else and live forever. I don't feel like we'll ever be able to do that.
No, but I'm saying it's in conjunction with. It's almost like we can be so robotic to where like we can only like ingest the liquid with whatever makeup it need for us to function and live. So like our livers don't have to work hard. You know what I'm saying? So our organs
Man,
can probably live forever.
When you explain it like that, bro, that shit do sound possible.
So, nigga, they just made an artificial heart like from a pig.
That's so crazy.
So it's,
bro.
thank you. So it's like, nigga, they got 3D models of like.
Then we not even
Things.
close, bro. We haven't even almost gotten
Here's
close
what
to
I
peaking.
mean when
yet.
you keep saying that. We can do that because of what we created. Without
But I'm
what
saying,
we created,
yes, we can do it
can't
because of what
make
we
it.
created. But what we finna do with that is we finna go, pew. That mean it ain't peaked. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but anything we do from here on out is in conjunction with the metallics. So
Man,
we as human can't take the credit.
like the first generation of the dope tech. Then
We are.
we gonna die,
We
miss
like- we
the
like,
forever shit.
We like the.
I want
Arnold
this shit
Schwarzenegger-
forever, man.
We
Ever,
like the
man. Ever,
Arnold
man.
Schwarzenegger Terminator, nigga.
Like,
We the
for real.
regular, and then when the T2 comes, like, wait, this nigga can do all that?
I'm 107. They're like, man, we can freeze you at 107, but we can't make you younger, baby. We can't make you no younger. But yeah, well, I don't think because what you saying, you know me, I'm a technology nigga. So what you saying, it do sound possible when you say, all right, all we got to do first is we got to just put the technology into the liver, right? So now if you got a liver issue, that don't exist no more. And it's like, all right, now we got it to the heart. All right, shit, now we got the liquid shit to the bloodstream. You know what I'm saying? That might take 100 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on, not with technology though. So my point to you
Man,
is,
I remember reading in a weekly reader in 1993 that by the year 2000 we were gonna have flying cars.
thank you.
We don't.
The Jetsons told us that as
You
well.
feel me?
And
Like,
we do.
Technology moved fast when the iPhone first came out, but after the iPhone came out, and this is why I say I sometimes I feel like we peaked, is that technology has started moving slower, bro.
Because
Like we should have, everybody should have. If technology was moving as fast as it did after the iPhone came out, everybody should have a car that drives itself.
Yes, but now what we was talking about earlier, they blowing up fucking food factories and shit. So it's like they're stunting the evolution of human so they can profit off of it.
They started doing that when they outlawed drugs like shrooms and shit.
All them shits, those
Like, for
weed
real.
and shit. Again, like things that people say that all the time. They keep giving people chemotherapy for fucking cancer and shit, and all you keep hearing is that weed helps. Right. You take the weed, it is
Dr.
small.
Sabi say fast in here. I read that a lot fast in here. I swear, if I'm, both my parents died from cancer. If I'm ever diagnosed with cancer, the first thing I'm gonna do is not eat for 30 days. No bullshit. See? I'm gonna not eat for 30 days before. No bullshit. I'm gonna have a time where I don't eat for 30 days. I did 4 days. I never did more than 36 hours. I did 4 days. Next, I want to do 7.
Go ahead.
Can I talk about that?
Go ahead.
All right.
Well, let's finish, man.
Go.
This is what we need to stop doing.
Go.
Raw Hype, we need to complete thoughts.
Go ahead.
I don't remember what we were saying, but I did
Me
want to finish.
neither. That's why I couldn't. Go ahead and finish, baby. Because I don't know what the fuck we was talking. Go on and finish them off, my nigga.
Hey, listen.
Go on and
You
finish
know
them
what
off.
we do when we come to a
Shit.
crossroads like a such.
You want to put on the beat?
Yeah, I got it, man. You can't put it on there because it don't come through. Oh,
Damn.
we got a little bit technical difficulties with our stuff.
Oh shit, that's just as good.
It's good enough. It playing through the thing. Already tested it out, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck was we talking about?
We do not remember.
Hey, what the fuck was we talking about?
We probably was talking about the space, talking about eating cake, cookies and all the things, guns off on our waist. We was talking about white America, how they teaching us lessons. Oh, we have to mention the Lord and His blessings.
Woo.
You know how this shit is about to go. My nigga Hype spent about 3 hours on the road to come over and record the Raw Hype show, the best show, and here we go.
I had to let him out. Shit, what was we talking about? I can't remember, but we fighting. I'm the number one contender. I'm that dude. I'm that nigga act rude. I got your bitch in the news. She showing pussy. Guess what? She showing boobs. I'm like, who is you? She gave me the name, but I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to go and holler at the Brenda. That's her name now. I remembered it. Then popped into my head. And then the thing about your bitch, we just done hopped up in my bed. And I'm like, whoa, you be moving too quickly. And I said, do you like bitches? She said, no, strictly dickly. And I said, hold up. I be loving these hoes. And I be hugging these hoes. And we be in the clothes. Then we take them off.
Take them off. Let me see what you got.
Take them off.
Take my hand and put it right on your spot. I was thinking your titty got on your twat. And I kinda like that a lot. I like what you doing to me. Whenever you do it to me, just keep on doing what you doing to me. You do the shit beautifully. You do the shit I want my niggas to see. I'ma record it and put it on my Samsung TV, baby.
Invite the whole clique over.
Come on, man. We got a movie to watch, y'all.
I'm gonna show y'all some homemade video, man.
You ever
$20 to get in, man.
You ever seen Menace to Society?
Show the videotape.
Yo, I'ma show these motherfucking tapes online, nigga. $45.99, nigga. Me and your bitch, baby. We're popping popcorn while I pop her top off. You know what's going on, cause you here today. Nigga, don't get that shit off in my chair. Watch that shit there. I'ma lift her leg over here and have my way. I'ma put her on the ground, I'ma dig her down. I'ma put her on a suit, probably look like a clown. So they don't know exactly who it is. Don't need no niggas in my biz. All I need is more B-I-T-C itches.
No bitches, man.
No bitches, man.
Man, you had like a dope just melody going there, man.
Did I tell you about music, man?
Yeah.
Motherfucker just be
I
touching.
literally said about you the other day. I can show you screenshots. I sent them to 2 people.
I said making music was what you were supposed to do with your life, man.
You didn't
You
send
are
it
like-
to me because you asked me. I think you asked me, hey, what did you? I think you. I feel like you asked me what am I doing, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my life, or if I know what I'm supposed to be doing. Some shit like that.
If I wasn't recording with both of them,
it.
I would literally show you the screenshots. I sent it to A-Nah, and that it was like, oh yeah, he's incredible. That's literally was his response. He was like, yeah, man, he's incredible. And I even told my shorty, and she was like, well, do you think he should make music now? I was like, nah, not now because he old. I said, but it was supposed to be what he did.
Supposed to be, man. That's why I was wanting to. A couple years ago or so, I had this like spark to like, you know, want to like Jermaine Dupri a nigga, you know? It's like, man, let me kick some of my talents out and help an already young, talented nigga being, you know what I'm saying?
There is one thing. You won't do it, but there is one thing you could do.
What can I do?
You can rap on TikTok, man.
Ironically enough, if you look at my
I'm
last
going to.
3 or 4...
I promise I am.
I promise I am.
The last 3 or 4 TikToks and like reels and shit I post have been jingles. If you know me, all I do is make a random jingle by the random thing.
That's what you should do,
and
bro.
I've been putting them on TikTok.
I'm talking
and
songs, raps, and I'm not even talking about freestyling. Like,
you mean like
I'm
real
talking about,
shits?
like something that you just piece together real quick in maybe 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to do the jingles that I do.
Kind of how I be doing. Remember, I be sending you like a 1-minute song. You be like, nigga, you just finished that bitch with this and that. I'm like, nigga, I'm probably never going to listen to this again. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up a text message from my nigga Dre Floyd. He got more than one phone. And I texted the number that I hadn't texted in a while. And it was a song that I had made. And I went to listen to it. I said, damn, this is shit dope. I forgot I made this shit. Like, you need to do that kind of shit. See? Where you just bullshitting around or whatever and just throwing it on TikTok.
And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
you know,
I love it.
Again, I take my jingles and all that shit now.
All of it.
And I make it sound a little pretty and I put it on there. And again, they've been moving. That's like each one moving in the sense of a nigga who just on TikTok with no TikTokers. They all got about 500, 600, 700.
You lied.
Dead ass.
I like how you did it without saying anything.
Huh?
You did it without saying anything. Like on some.
Oh, exactly.
Hey, please look
Fuck
up.
out
When
of
I
there.
do the sports shit, I'm not even gonna tell you. I've just already said I know I'm gonna do it.
And it's because when it come to grind, bro, it's not about the views and it's not about the money. It's about the consistency.
So that's what I want to do. Raw Hype get hit.
Exactly. I want to start posting on a consistent basis, bro. And I have given this speech on this same podcast too many times.
I saw some of them motherfuckers all move.
You got 6,000 views on a fucking jingle.
Oh, the fucking
She's pretty.
jingle, nigga. Look, this 6, 8, 7,
Fuck.
7. These are all jingles, nigga. This is my new one with Talk about golden brown. I made some golden brown French toast. Best French toast in the town. Random.
See, you should put the text on there. Just the lyrics on there. I'm telling you, bro, that shit work. You keep doing little bullshit, and then if you actually take 10 minutes.
Fun in the sun with your loved ones. Now they cannot play volleyball to save their life.
Yes, bro.
He's still having some fun. Oh, he kicked it. He probably think that we are playing soccer tonight.
That's what you do, bro.
Rocking them.
You do that, bro, and then you do some that you put your real talent into.
I got 2 of them lined up,
I'm telling you,
man.
bro.
I got a song called "Put Some Gas in This Motherfucker."
Okay. Nigga don't even have. Okay,
Okay, I like that.
I'm with
so if
you.
you riding around the city in my car, maybe you could put some gas in that motherfucker.
Like, come on, man.
That's how I tell you.
See, what you do, bro, is you record the TikTok, right?
That's what I gotta learn.
Hold up. You make it private, okay? And then you use that sound as a TikTok. You're not singing in that motherfucker. You just get in the car, you look, the car ain't got no gas, and it just happened to be singing that song. People don't know who it was from. Boom. I've done all the research, bro. That's my problem. I've done the research. Because you know me, I done sent you videos before. I'm a nigga that study how the algorithms work. I'm a nigga that study what's trending right now. So there's never an excuse for me to not do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what to do.
So we just got to get it done, man. Shout out to the Raw Hypers, man. Make us do it. That's all I'm going to say. Before we go.
I'm telling you, I'm going to start rapping on TikTok Watch.
Before we go. We got to talk about R. Kelly, man.
Do we, though?
In the sense of.
Free R. Kelly. Free kill.
Hey,
bro.
This is what I don't like about, like, what you call it?
Free and rapists. No,
I just don't like this about things.
What you got?
So, like, everybody can be clear that R. Kelly is a villain who's being punished, rightfully so.
Right.
When you don't punish people who's supposed to be punished, you then make people say things like, well, y'all gave R. Kelly 30 years, but y'all only such and such.
I swear to God, I was finna say this to you. I was listening to Boosie on Vlad TV on my way up here, and he was talking about somebody broke in somebody's house because they heard they had $100,000 worth of weed, and they ended up pistol whipping an autistic kid, and they said now he looking at 25 years.
See what I'm
they was
saying?
talking, and then that nigga Boosie didn't say nothing, but he looking at 25 years, and R. Kelly got 30 years.
See?
He said he pistol whipped an autistic kid. He said he looking at 20, but it's like that kind of stuff. And it's because the justice system is unfair.
So by being repeatedly unfair, when something happens, you got a motherfucker saying, well, this clearly is unfair if you're comparing it to this. So why do they get the this? And
The
that's what I
justice
don't
system
like.
is so unfair that and I'm knocking on wood here, wherever it is, if I got caught up in a law situation, I wouldn't even be scared.
As long as you got money.
Facts.
Money.
Straight up.
And that's what makes...
That's why I wouldn't be scared.
But I know. But that's what makes... That's what causes problems, man, because you don't ever have to fix a problem if you got money.
we knew R. Kelly was doing what he was doing when we was in school.
When we was in kids.
We 76.
But look at society, Hype. Everybody knows in high school, there's old people pulling up to the high school for the high school girls.
Yeah. And I've always thought that was strange. I've always thought it was
so
strange.
terrible. But my point is, that's almost like an identity of the world we live in. So, but you're using R. Kelly as the one that did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And
because I've had this conversation with you. I've had conversations like, hey, I would fuck an 18-year-old girl, right? But you want to know why I'll never fuck an 18-year-old girl? Because I'm never anywhere that an 18-year-old girl would be at. Whether it's on the internet, whether it's in real life. And the only reason that I say I would fuck an 18-year-old girl is because I could legally do that. Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, it's on my plate. Not on my plate. It's like, this is something I strive for in life. But it's like, from a legality standpoint, if I met an 18-year-old girl that I wanted to fuck, I would fuck her. You feel what I'm saying? But the unlikeliness is because I'm never in an 18-year-old circle. You feel what I'm saying? So when you like put yourself, like when they do the catch a predator and shit, like this nigga on Roblox and shit. I'll give you 7 Robux if you suck my dick. No, but on a serious note.
What makes that joke so sad to me? I literally bought my daughter Robux today, my nigga. What did you do?
I know a nigga give it to her for free, but seriously. But seriously, who does stuff like that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna go on Roblox and try to talk to children and shit like that. And it's like I said, I won't be around a 20-year-old. And it's not because I hate 20-year-olds or I think it's gross. It's because I'm old and I'm never around a 20-year-old. You feel what I'm saying?
And I don't go to places they frequent.
Exactly. So for you to do some illegal shit,
you
definitely have to go out of your way. Like, cause like my shorty that I fucks with now, she younger than me, right? But she asked me a question. She was like, have you ever talked to a younger woman? I'm like, the shorty that I fucked with hard before you, older than me. The shorty that I was fucking with when you met me, older than me. My baby mama, older than me. You feel what I'm saying? And it's not like I was seeking them. I saw them and I thought they were attractive. But also, I was in circles that they're in because they're 1 to 2 to 3 years older than me. You feel what I'm saying?
Ain't no reason you should be around a motherfucker 10, 12 years younger than you, 15 years.
You should never.
You go into the high school, it's like, what are you doing here? Well, I'm looking for all the 18-year-olds that's going to college. Like, I bet you are, nigga. You'll find about 117 barely legals where you find the one actual 18-year-old 12th grader. Nigga, you sicko.
My shorty was like, I like older guys. And then I was like, damn, for real? I'm talking to her. I'm like, man, I thought we was both trying something new. I'm like, you seeking an older nigga. Yeah, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Because I have never talked to a younger breezy. I just never have. And it was never intentional. This is my whole point. If I fucked an 18-year-old, it wouldn't be intentional. It would just be like I was somewhere. We ran across each other. I checked the ID. Goddamn.
But see, there's even situations like that. Like, what about the motherfuckers who a girl lied or was in a place that she wasn't supposed to be?
If a girl told me she was 18, 19, she would have to show me her ID. I'm dead ass.
That's what I'm saying. But you're a responsible motherfucker. You got these R. Kellyers who just want to fuck. And Academic said this the other day while we weren't recording. I guess we just don't talk about things like this. He was basically saying that in
Oh, the
college,
they don't check
yeah,
ID, right?
exactly.
Like,
They
if
don't
you
check
got a college
ID.
you good
If
to
you're
go.
in college, you must
Right.
be legal because
Right.
you have to have finished high school.
And
shit.
honestly, everybody beat him up for that. But if you're in college, that's not crazy at all.
And you have to remember, he was a college-aged
Right.
motherfucker when he said it.
Right.
So it's like,
they didn't put that in the words when they put that
they
out.
never do.
Yeah, and
Which
I'm not
is-
like a huge academic fan or nothing, but it's like the truth is the truth.
But Dave Chappelle, like he said, man, you gotta fight for a motherfucker to be able to tell his
Exactly.
truth anywhere.
No doubt.
So it's like when we manipulate the game by attesting things to him that he didn't actually do, you make it problematic. You make it nuclear, damn near.
Yeah.
So like R. Kelly deserves his punishment.
Yeah,
but
I
then
agree.
now you make it to where I gotta compare his punishment
Yes.
to other motherfuckers who.
But it makes me say, does he deserve his punishment when you let him chill for 25 years?
I remember they said one time
They
how
did the
R.
same thing with
Kelly-
Epstein.
How R. Kelly said like he was like braggadocious, and he said something along the lines of, like they was trying to get him or arrest him or warrant or something. He's like, "Oh, too late. Should have got me back then." Or blah 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 blah. So it's like this
Bruh,
nigga
I
is
know a
glutton.
shorty in real life that used to fuck with R. Kelly before she was 18.
See,
I don't know her. I know a girl that know her.
there we go.
There
my,
we go.
my next statement was,
There we
"By
go.
she need to be calling
Like,
this raw hype
bullshit.
device."
No bullshit. Like, was on his tour bus the whole nine.
What I love about me, right?
And you know the girl, but we ain't gonna get
Oh shit.
I fucked her a couple. No, I'm just. That nigga need to grow up, boy. Goddamn.
Nigga just in how old he is, and then show his non-age immediately after.
Bro, I feel so young.
Hype. The other day, yo ass keep talking about you 40. I was like, nigga, no, you ain't. Which then started making me believe. I was like, yo, whoa.
Yeah, I am
Dog,
40.
I'm
bro.
like,
I ain't 40, but I'm
like
40.
the age my father was when I started thinking like my father was old.
Like TJ Willer and Raw Footage. Shout out to the Big Gas podcast.
Big Gas,
Them
baby.
niggas came to my house, bro, and I said, y'all niggas are way older than I was when y'all met me and y'all thought I was old. That's how you say it, my nigga.
No cigarette shots.
You be saying that shit. But yes, bro. Tell me that how you be
That's
saying
how
it.
you
I
did.
know.
That shit was
But you
smooth,
see,
too.
it made it better what I was saying.
Like I said it would, man.
Because you know me, I'm still precise and to the point. So I take what you do because you said you made yours longer. Mine's short and to the point. But yes, I got that from you.
I be showing off sometimes.
People who around me, bro, they cannot not borrow things
They
that I say.
cannot.
Because I say stuff that's too funny and too clever and too original. I
Thank
say
you.
stuff that don't nobody else say.
Original dog. I think I might have said it on the show even before the show. And I was talking about what's that nigga name? I said, man, this Rude is ravishing Rick Rude or something like
yes.
that. That's straight out of the hype book.
No one does that. Or like I was just about to say my example is I say it's early as Shirley.
Yup.
Or it's windy as Cindy. I say that and other people say that. Like Amp and them didn't name the episode early as Shirley and shit. It's like the things that I say, I legitimately make them up and I say them because I think they're funny or ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? One
Yes.
of them that I got from I guess
Artistic
TV or
expression.
something that I say is I say squeeze me, right? But what I always do is to put my own spin on it. I just say squeeze.
That's how you know he's like,
Exactly.
explain a little more,
Exactly.
please.
And nobody else says that. You know what I'm saying? So I've never really cared about like slang and shit like that because in Texas, they have a style of doing slang. You know what I'm saying? And I adopted that style to make my own shit that I say. Like a early as Shirley is something that a nigga in Texas would say.
It's bring it back raw hype style, baby. That's what I mean when I say we have to be our authentic selves because the combinations that we may be able to put together of things, like you grab something from them and you added your own version, so where now I take what you do as like the pattern. So I'll say Crude is ravishing Rick Rude. You've never said that,
Right.
but it's your book.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
what I just said, you've never said before. It's just your
but-
book.
So
For
my
sure.
point is, being our natural, authentic selves may allow other people to be theirs,
Yep.
or even take influence
true.
from ours
That's
and
true.
compound it with
Yep.
something else. Jordan,
I've, left-
Kobe is Jordan.
Oh yes,
Fuck it. LeBron is Magic Johnson.
who is?
New version, like mixed with this nigga, mixed with that nigga.
Yes.
But he had to see those examples, like, okay, I can't be this big and control the ball like that and have fun and live loose.
Hey, man,
we need these examples, man.
Good luck to the Lakers, man. Let's so happy for the boys.
LA, baby.
I remember being in the room before, and your girl said something that made me laugh out loud. And I said, you got that style of what you just said from him. You feel what I'm
rub
saying?
off, man.
I don't remember what it was, but it was like, it was literally like if I just read it, I would have thought you said it.
See?
You feel what I'm saying?
This goes back to what we were just mentioning about, like, when a motherfucker think about you, let it be with a smile.
Right.
When you can't say earlier surely without thinking of hype. You know what I'm saying?
So even think about that. Like, think if we was like, and I don't want to say this, but think it was like
Stop.
at your funeral.
Stop.
Right? And that same joke I'm talking about was said that reminds me of you. It's literally exactly what you just said. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, that's something that nigga would have said.
It's like, this nigga
You know what
dead
I'm saying?
already, boy. He hit early and Shirley. And then everybody are like,
You feel what I'm saying?
man, he did used to say early and Shirley, man.
I'm hoping that these conversations for me don't happen. I'm saying 30 years, man. Give me 30 more up at this joke. But that's what I'm saying. I put that in the air. I manifested that. You know what I'm saying? What I always try to manifest when it comes to being alive is I hate to say it in these terms because I know how manifestation works and you'll get exactly what you asked for. So I'm going to start asking it in a different way. Is that I want to see my daughter be grown. You know?
You see, that's the new way? Or
That's what I've been saying. But I'm going to change it to like, I want to see my daughter be like 40. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, how we were just talking about the law, the 18 is grown. You feel what I'm saying?
Not only that, when you look at her and you say, girl, you grown. It's like,
Yeah. So it's like,
you think she grown?
you know,
Time's up.
I'm gonna start rephrasing that. I don't know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? But I
Work
think
on
I'm gonna
it,
change it to like I want to see my daughter turn 30. I even be fine with that. Like no bullshit.
yeah.
I want to see my daughter turn 30. That's what I'm gonna start saying. Minimum. I mean, I'm fasting. I'm working out. I'm eating good. You know what I'm saying? I even tell
And
my daughter. I
living to
said a lot
70
of
is
this
just not
shit
outrageous.
I do for you. Yeah, like she'll be. Yeah, I'll have at least 20 more years if she, when she's 30. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? At that age, I'll be older than my mama was. You know what I'm saying? So I really can't even be that mad. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what, fuck that. Manifestation, my nigga. I would say I like to see my daughter turn 40.
There we go. I want to see my daughter turn 50, nigga. How about that?
I'm straight on that. At 40, good.
Real quick before we get up out of here, I got to ruin the show. I was telling my daughter the other day, I was telling my lady about my daughter.
I enjoyed your daughter when you brought her over.
Man, thank you, man.
I enjoyed her.
And you sent a beautiful message while I was driving, and I couldn't give it the joy it needed because I was driving. But what you said was beautiful in the way that's what I would like for you to have said.
I feel that.
You see what I'm saying?
that.
To me, that means what is happening with my daughter is being successful by my standards. I want you to be pleasant to other people while still being yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want you to say, okay, I'm going to be the hype Adri right now.
Right.
I want you to be you and let you be dope enough for anybody who encounters you.
Yeah. Like, I always say the phrase, I could be killed with kindness.
Yes, sir.
And your daughter say things that you got to accept.
She killed
like,
me
she
with that
walking to me on some grown-up shit, and she said, hey, I really like your house, Hype. I was like, for real? So she's like, yeah, I really like it here. And I was like, I'm glad. You know what I'm saying? If your family or your friends visit your house, the only thing that you could want from them is that I liked it here.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I enjoy her. Like your daughter reminds me of you in a lot of ways. You feel what I'm saying?
man.
Because one, she talk. For
Yes.
starters. And then she express herself. You feel what I'm saying?
She
but
honest
then
as fuck.
she on that shit where she like just naturally pleasant. You feel what I'm saying? Like when she come and she speaks, she never on some like, you know what I'm saying? That like if she says she bored, it's not because I hate everybody. It's like I'm genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just bored, my nigga. Let's do something else. It's like, well, why you bored? You said you want to get in the pool. Well, I'm over that shit. I'm bored. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, but by the same token, I see her potential, you know what I'm saying? And then being a father and being a nigga that feel like he knows something. When I see the potential, my nigga, it's almost like I put pressure on you, though.
I feel
You
the
know what I'm
pressure on
saying?
myself.
I even said it in the message that I sent y'all. I said, I see her potential and y'all need to like make sure that she become great. It's very weird.
Shout out to you, though, man. Listen, this nigga taught my daughter how to catch in like seconds, right? And I be teaching this girl how to catch, and she always do what women do and act like she about to die. I throw anything from a basketball to a tennis ball. That nigga go, ah!
I taught this girl how to catch in 5 minutes.
I'm talking about, it was seconds damn near, man.
And it's crazy because I threw the ball to her and she dodged the fuck out of the ball. And I said, damn, Adrian, you can't catch? And he was like, heck no, this girl can't catch. And I looked at her with a straight face. This is how I know I'm good at this shit. I looked at her with a straight face and I said, do you want me to teach you how to catch? And she said, yeah. I said, all right, come on, let's go. And let me skip to the end of this. The first thing that I did when I taught your daughter how to catch was to text my daughter. And it's because it's like, it reminded me of how I used to be able to teach you shit so fast and like this. Like, and I was telling my daughter about it. My daughter, of course, was happy because she know your daughter and all that kind of shit. And she know how I am when it comes to teaching shit. And like, she used to be like, man, if you was my softball coach, I would have kept playing. You feel me? But And I told my daughter, I said, and I taught her how to catch in a way that I've never taught nobody how to catch. In a way that I didn't think of before we went out there. It was literally like we walked out there and I threw her the ball and I read her.
That's what I'm saying. It didn't look practice.
It wasn't practice at all. I never have done that in my whole life.
And it worked. Mm-hmm. But I take a little bit of credit for that in the sense of like one thing I always say about me that I get to her, is I can do anything. I think I said that when I came to your house. You're like, what does that mean? It's like, man,
I agree with that.
If you show me how to do something,
that's not crazy.
I can do it.
I thought you was gonna say something crazy. That's not crazy.
No,
you know what I'm
saying?
But
I'm saying, and I know that's in me. So when I see it in her, and she do it all the time, my nigga, she reads now, like for real. Like she blew me away yesterday because she had the word admire, and she looked at it for a second. She's like, oh shit. And then she looked at it. She's like, I admire. She did what she's supposed to do and said, I admire. I was like, holy shit, man.
Yeah,
so it's like.
Man,
show her
I feel
to do
like
something, she got that.
I have a gift of teaching children things.
Teach the world.
It's very weird because I don't know what to do with it, but it's a true gift.
How about you go teach some kids?
I don't know, man. I thought that, like, when my daughter was coming up, like I said, like it meant a lot to me to share that with her because I know she know how I am. Mm-hmm. You know, she like really and her mama, like if we keep it in the book, know that I had like a gift for like teaching the kids some shit. And like I said, your daughter learned that shit as fast as my daughter.
So I'm telling you, man. Shout out to you, man. That was dope, yo.
Yeah, like the next time I see your daughter, we catching.
Come on, man.
And I even told you before you left, I said, yo, I'm very proud of myself and your daughter for me being able to teach her that. I was like, that meant a lot to me.
That's what I'm saying. All parties involved, it was dope. Like she wanted it. You did it. It was easy, simple, rewarding. And we went outside. We were just throwing the shit. We went home and was throwing shit.
Like
her and Blanks was just throwing shit today. And I was like, man.
Even if you seen how I taught her, if you think about that, you say, man, that's a genius way. Cause like no bullshit, cause we was just sitting there dropping, and I said, hey, don't be scared. And then as I kept taking a step back without saying nothing to her, she kept getting better, confidence. Boom. I was like, damn, I'm so impressed right now. That shit made me want to have a son. Well, I'm dead ass, bro. That shit made me want to have a son, man.
Man, before we get up out of here, I said I had to call my lady.
About to have me one, man.
Because
with anybody, dog. I have a kid.
If you want a kid, pull up on me.
If you want a kid, holla at me.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, sweetie. This is Rebel calling from the Raw Hype. How you doing?
Good.
I just want to take the time out to go on ahead and wish you a very happy anniversary. We heard here at the Raw Hype it was your anniversary today, and your man is over here recording the show. Huh?
We could tell.
Hey, but shout out to you and y'all anniversary, though.
Yup.
She said the other day, she's like, why this nigga always come on our anniversary?
Because it's our anniversary now.
Oh, no, it's ours, baby. Emphasis on ours.
Oh, man.
Also, start making plans with us from now on to hang out and go out and do things.
Fuck with us, baby. We was here talking about how Hype was teaching Adri how to catch at the house in a couple seconds, dog.
Wasn't this impressive?
It was it was actually pretty dope. She was over here doing it the other day, catching the ball, and she was talking about. Yeah.
Is she up?
Yeah.
I know she is. Go get her fast so we can get off the show.
Every time I see my niece, I always ask her, I say, hey, who bought your tablet? And she say, you. That's what I'm going to do every time I see Adrian. So when she 10 or 15, she going to remember that I taught her how to catch. Yeah. I'm be like, hey, you remember who taught you how to catch?
Saying hello to the Raw Hype
because I'm selfish like that.
Hi.
Adri.
What?
You're live on the Raw Hype. How you doing, honey?
I'm smoking.
Wow.
All right.
Hype's right here. Say hi to Hype.
Hey, Adrian, I got a question for you.
Yeah?
Who taught you how to catch?
You?
I thank you. I thank you.
Do you still know how to catch?
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm proud of you, Adrian.
All right, Adrian, you want to say anything to the people before we go?
Yeah.
Keep it real, Adrian.
All right, honey, I love you. See you in a little bit.
Love you
Bye.
guys. Bye.
And listen to me, Merle. I'm so greedy and I'm so selfish. And you already know me well enough to know that I'm not joking. I'm going to ask your daughter who taught her how to catch.
Absolutely.
Every single time I ever see her for the rest of my life.
You'll never forget.
I'm telling you, I do my niece the same way. I be like, hey, who bought you your tablet? Because I live in Texas. She live in Texas. I live here. You got to remember me. So I say, hey, who bought you your tablet?
Instead of them old uncles back, you don't remember me?
No bullshit.
You don't remember I used to pick you up? Like, you don't remember I taught you how to catch a ball? Yeah.
But she don't remember. I promise.
Oh, yeah.
My homeboy from the hood came from where I grew up. Shout out to Claywater.
Shout it out, baby.
He came to visit me this week with his family or whatever, and his family got out the car. They was like 6, 7 deep. They deep. And I told him, I said, hey, I know every old person say this. I said, but y'all have family in Florida. Y'all are family to me. You feel what I'm saying? And whatever his kids legitimately look like, nigga, shut your old ass.
Who this old nigga? Well, let me hold one of these PS5s then,
my whole
uncle.
point is like, my nigga, I'm from the country. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say I grew up with this young man, like I can show you pictures of me and him together when we 4 or 5 years old. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I look at him and I say, look, I don't know your kids. I don't know your wife. But to me, you are family. You feel what I'm saying? And it's because, nigga, we didn't been in touch. We didn't fuck with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he came and hollered at me on my the day my pop's funeral and all that kind of shit. Like, to me, you are like family. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout it out, man. Shout out to Boy Hype, man. Shout out to the Raw Hypers, man.
Fact.
Sorry we left y'all lonely last week.
Before we leave, I'm going to tell you, I was telling my shorty, I was like, Rebel is the only person that's not in my family that can bring his whole family to my
I'm talking about we pulled up, baby.
Yes, bro. I'm looking at their Snapchat and shit. They said, yeah, man, vacation about to start. I said, well, how nigga house a vacation?
This nigga saw a snap. He's like, nigga, I didn't even know you was this was going on in my
on
house.
The jet ski and shit. But yeah, man.
Shout them out, man. You got anything else you want to say to these beautiful people?
Nah, man, it's good
Did
to be back with my dog, man. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I missed him, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. I'm finna fuck around and have a kid with one of the Raw Hypers anyway, man.
Hey,
I need somebody that can guarantee a son, bro.
Yeah, because if you can't do that, I can't do it.
Man, if I had another daughter, man, I'd be sad, bro. Even though but the reason that I'd be sad, bro, is because I get everything that I want out of my daughter, man.
And my logic be, I can't love another woman like I
feel the
you.
same way.
I can't. It wouldn't be fair to
too.
the other woman.
It would have to be a boy.
Or you.
Because it's like I love this little nigga differently. But I mean, I ain't finna have no goddamn kid.
I know.
I ain't finna
Shout out
have
to
a
all the
kid.
lovers out there.
But nah.
Since R. Kelly's gone, we need to fill that spot.
Nah, not me. You said.
Oh, sorry, I meant the musical spot.
Not the teenage spot.
Not the teenage. Not the Max. That nigga was in Bayside. That nigga be going to the Max.
I got a question for the world, man.
Go on, ask him, baby.
Ooh, where them teens hanging? I walk off in that bitch with my dick swinging. I said, who wanna holler at the Kales? I won't tell if you don't, you little ass kid, you bitch. I'm gonna have to switch from these grown hoes cause they don't listen to my music. But these young hoes, they can do it. I be pissing on them. I be fucking, I be kissing on them.
This nigga don't want me to do nothing. Well, that seems to be
That's not me, bro. That's R. Kelly talking, man. Not me.
Oh, that's Kels.
I'm a responsible adult.
A sensible one, too.
Ooh, where them kids, man?
Mr. Kelly. I see right here you be always in the spot where the teens be at, asking who's hot. You coming with a CD player with the new kids bop. Who the hell you think that's for, my nigga? Oh no, we don't want none of y'all pervs around here.
Nah.
We don't want none of y'all swerving around here.
Nah.
We need y'all to get the fuck from round here. Our kids wanna play outside.
True.
You need to use them as prey outside.
You don't.
Nigga, cause my kids stay outside. And if you don't want your ass to lay outside, you better get your ass from my grass, Stanley. Before I go shit on your damn mammy. Oh, you should've listened to Granny. You should've tried to get some overage panties.
I need overage panties. Granny, gon' holler at me now. Oh, gon' simmer down. I ain't had a child with you because you're old and your pussy dried up. But I don't really give a fuck. I'm still trying to fuck. Sometimes I have kids on my mind. And I be like, nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. But damn, I be like, I wish you had younger ass tits. But shit, I don't really. Stop playing, bro. I wish you had some younger.
You remind me of my Jeep. Yeah, I got some snacks and some apple juice for the week. What you need, what you want, baby. Oh, hey.
I seen a young ass bitch. I said, "Who, girl? You so hunchable. Do you want a Capri Sun and a Lunchable?"
Hey, shout out to the Raw Hypers, man. Shout out to all you beautiful people out there. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for supporting. Go and subscribe if you ain't subscribed somewhere.
Yeah, we get canceled.
I know, man. Like where you ain't like that. Give us a 5-star review on Apple.
Hype where you ain't hyped at. You know what I'm talking
Wherever
about?
you listen to this at, do the requisite thing that you do there. If it's on YouTube, subscribe and like. If it's on IG,
real.
like and share.
Send it
Wherever
to
you see
somebody,
that.
man.
Exactly. Listen, I was saying this shit the other day, right? Because we ain't dropped last week.
Right.
Apologies. But
That's your fault, man.
all our older shit, of course, started getting more traction, which makes me say, y'all want the Raw Hype, but it seems like y'all want them to yourselves.
You're greedy, man.
You're greedy, man.
I
And
got
we need to succeed.
this hype chain on a payment plan. Shit, I
You know what I'm
need
saying? We gotta pay for it off.
I need to blow up.
TheRawHype.com. This might not be up when you hear it, but it might be. But
You might be able to buy it.
I had this shit on yesterday, and then you, of course, was like, man, that shit look hard. And then shout out Nike, big up yourself. She bought like 4 of them shits for her whole family.
I ain't got to say big up yourself in too long, man.
I know, right?
I'm going to have to do a whole VI.
She got some shit for her whole family, so she was like the first people to get it. So I was like, man, I need something for me. So I made one for me, and then you was like, man, that look hard. And in nigga language, when a nigga sees something you got on, say,
really
that look
begging
good,
for
he's
it.
like, can I get more?
What size is it?
So I came and you might not know though. That's a 2X. I know you usually be wanting 3Xs, but you done gotten
getting skinny,
fit.
yeah.
Exactly. And I'm like, man, my shit gotta
Bro,
fit my nigga right.
I ain't brought it to the Snap or the Gram or nothing yet. A nigga body looking right.
Nigga.
Like, give me about another month. Everybody finna get it. I'm
Tell
finna
them
just be
nigga.
taking regular pictures. Nigga shirt be out like,
Nigga, grind in
you
silence,
know what I'm
nigga.
saying? Yeah, grind in silence, man. Fuck the violence, baby. We
Grind in
rapping
silence,
again?
fuck the violence, nigga. If you got a sensible looking chest, pull it out.
What they call it? Hot boy summer.
Aye, hot boy summer, make you wonder. About to rain like the thunder and lightning. When you see my body, it's very exciting.
Woo.
But if you see mine now, it's kind of frightening.
Oh.
But don't worry, cause I've been doing the right thing.
Facts.
You know, the spike thing,
Woo.
the fast thing, all night thing.
Woo.
The go ahead and do the right thing.
Woo.
I eatin' string beans with my fucking salmon now. The count put no mashed potato, I just throw it on the ground. No rice and peas, I don't need that from Reese. Oh Jesus, please don't give me no cheese. I just want something nice like a salad or two. Little fucking fruit juice, that's what daddy you do. And daddy been living to 85, maybe 89. The things they putting off in his belly is why he survived. Dr. Sebi said don't eat no more fucking acid. Make sure that this shit be alkaline. So every time I go, I drink some water and be out my mind. Get my pH balance right this time. Get your water good. If you a father, get your daughter good. And if she tall, and get her shorter.
Shit, welcome to fatherhood. They think I'm a boss, shit. I thought I would. I never could fall off, but now I'm on top. And now a nigga on top, shit. I won't stop.
Whoa.
I got guap and hoes, they just be giving me top. And if you see me on, I still bleed the block.
Yeah, you
it
do.
never stop. I get it. A nigga run the city.
Run
and
it.
I don't wear no hats, but if I did, it'd be fitted.
Fitted.
But now I wear this chain that be icy on them. And I won't tell them, but swear to God, it be pricey
Pricey on
on
'em.
And you can't get it, but shit, you might lay away it. And I don't know her. I love her and shit. I still braid
Stay.
and still hate her and still love her and still hug her.
Log on to therawhype.com and buy what you see us on, or something else that you probably want.
Shut
Just
up,
fuck
man.
with your dogs, man. Shut up.
All right, bro. I ain't been wearing my Invisalign the whole time.
I know you
and
did
shit.
take that shit out, man. Shout out to the Raw Hype, man.
Shout out to
Shout out to the
Invisalign,
Raw Hype,
man.
and shout out to Invisalign. Sponsor the thing. Big up
real.
yourself. We back, baby.
We gone, man.
Down.
On the Raw Hype, goddamn, just hanging. On the Raw Hype, on the Raw Hype, on the Raw Hype.